Hello, guys. Good day. This is Anne of Reinforcement Club, your fellow positive reinforcer. Today, I'm just going to share to you the things I wish I knew before moving in Ireland. I'm going to share to you the good, some challenges and the unexpected, the, should I say, sort of culture shock. When just the same thing as when, way back when I went to Saudi to work in there, another cultural shock. And the way when you travel, you're gonna come across a couple of culture shock too. That there are things that you're gonna witness or experience, things that you've never seen or felt or encountered in your entire life. And then there you go, it's just in front of you, and you gotta do it. You gotta deal with it. You gotta live with it. Ta-da! And but before you leave with those new cultures, initially you're gonna get shock. Oh, but not too bad, not too bad. It's all manageable so far. And speaking about the good things here, there's actually a lot of good things here in Ireland. Number one is the better opportunities and career growth. And based on my previous experience and the benefits when I used to work in the Philippines is actually wildly, massively different compared here. So should I say it's kind of better here? But if only there's quote unquote if only I have all the benefits, including the compensations here in the Philippines, I wouldn't leave Philippines. I mean, I'd rather stay with family and rock and roll, chill with them for the rest of my life. However, there are things that I can't do anything but just adjust. Since it's all dead and gone, I gotta make adjustments so I can still able to, get to where I want to. So I must be the one to adjust, not the Philippines. But I always do love Philippines. Another thing here is that people have opportunities for career advancement. The way, although it's better to have Irish people as your boss, if you really work hard here, Filipinos are hard workers. They actually have a chance to climb towards the corporate ladder. But so far, this is in my own opinion. According to the people I know, they're not quite interested about the positions. They're kind of into the compensation. And the positions, they're not after that. Maybe because most of the people I know are actually they're in the 30s, so they don't want to deal about the hassles. They want the money, the overtimes, the night shifts, the weekends, Sundays, the double pay. So I wouldn't blame them. And besides, people are different. We have different priorities, especially as we grow older. When you were young, you want to be the boss, you want to be the best of the best. And as you grow older, you don't, especially when you're about to go nearly 60, you don't give a heck about it anymore. You just want to have a good life. So as we grow older, our priorities change because as we grow older, our responsibilities are also changing. We're much careful now with our sanity, our well-being, our health, our family. So compared to when we were younger, it's a huge difference. And here in Ireland, I would say that it's a better working condition. Even though it's kind of busy, you're well compensated, and people here they're concerned about their workers' well-being. Just like, for example, we actually had a storm that was in the way back January 24. That was U1 or E1. That storm, I don't know how to say it, to be honest. And there was a national warning for the entire people that no work, no class, no public transport. So as the result of that, there's actually not as much as the casualties in the Philippines during storm, and that's what I really like about here. I have time for myself. I am with myself, and I can work on my schedules, and I don't go to work forcibly. The working conditions here is totally grand. It's great, and I could say it's a better compensation because you know the way when you are an expat, you it means that your compensations are quite less compared to to the country where you're going. So that's why I'm saying that yeah, it's better here. I'm not sure about those people who lived here for a while, who was raised here. I have no idea, but for me personally, I'm happy. It's already a blessing. Thank you very much. And another good thing here is that you could actually uh, work on your work life balancing. You can have family time. You can do part time. You can work 24 hours. It's all up to you. And you can go on holidays, which Ireland is just in Europe, so you can go to Spain. You can go to Portugal in an hour or two. It's not a long way, and the fare it's actually manageable. It's sometimes it's economical when you get a chance to. And the people here, I would say it's they're welcoming. They're welcoming us. They're great. They're kind. They smile at you. I'm not sure in the city, but here I live in the countryside, so they smile at you, say hi, hello. They're polite. I would say they're polite and diplomatic. They're gonna talk to you, talk out your problems. You can speak to them with all the respect. You can speak to them nicely. You can say anything inside your head nicely, in a kindly manner. And in terms of cultural experiences, it's another advantage. Though I got exposed to Irish culture, like the pubs. We call them bars in the Philippines. Let's go to the bar, but here pub. They call it pub. And St. Patrick's Day is also coming, which is a big deal for the entire country. They're gonna celebrate for that. They're gonna drink, and I've also met good friends, good Irish friends, and I have a chance almost every day to try their food, and I also tasted new foods. And here we actually have a supportive Filipino community. So, and there are actually a lot of people who's going to help you out in the workplace, your fellow Filipinos. Although some of them, you wouldn't able to understand, but most of them, they're going to support you. They're going to cheer you up, and they're always there to talk to you, to share their experience when they were just starting out. So that's what I did. I keep talking to them. The challenges here, the things that I wish I knew, was actually the number one is weather, and homesickness, especially Christmas and New Year. Oh, Philippines, love Philippines. Weather, it's always gonna be rainy. I mean, majority of the year, cold. Should I say cold? Because the common, the usual temperature in the Philippines is always been above 22 degrees. And the summer here, the Irish summer is 23 degrees, which is, I love it. But the summer in the Philippines, I don't know if I love it. It's just, I can tolerate it, should I say it that way. And another thing I wish I knew was the cost of living. I was kind of, should I say, appalled or surprised the first month or first 2 months. I mean, should I say 3 months? Because first 2 months we were sponsored by the hospital. And the third month, yeah, I'm the one. I was the one paying it. Third month, to my entire life here, I was the one paying the rent, and it's actually expensive, especially the houses. And some of my friends, they said that houses in America is quite much cheaper compared here, especially in Dublin. And the compensation in America, it's better than here. But I still pick here. I love Ireland. Yes, but yes, indeed, the cost of living is kind of is expensive, and rent is going to eat out a large portion of your salary. Plus, you have to pay the electric as well as your needs, groceries if you have a car, gas, and then your transportations if you don't have a car. So you got to add that up, and then yeah, it's gonna eat a lot from your salary, a huge fraction of your salary. But overall, if you know how to really take care of your money, you can actually you can always find a way to save. Just like what I did. I'm not saying that I'm the best, but if you want to save money, you will always find a way. Because you can always find a way also to spend your money here. You got the best brands in the city, and Amazon is just one click away. So there are also, should I say, invitations or temptations online and offline. So if you want to save money, it's still going to be up to you. It's not about your salary. Anyway, and another challenge that I encounter is the cultural adjustment. The differences of the culture in the workplace, the patient expectations, the social interactions. And what I have found out is that other than the accents, people from different places in Ireland, they have different ways of communicating. Sometimes it's a different way of different accents that you have to deal with it. And, they people love to talk. They're actually kind. They're respectful. They're polite. They're they're always open for talk to you. It's just that in my position, there are times when I couldn't understand. Although I would love to hear what they're telling me, but I just do my best to be present there and then understand the body language that maybe what he's saying is good or is he upset, and then I'm gonna then ask a follow-up question. But so far, I could say that they're all good people here. Majority of the people in Ireland, Irish people, I love them. Although there are some differences, but it's not. For me, I personally say that it's never a hindrance at all. And in terms of visas and residency issues, yes, the renewals as well as the application for citizenship will, you got to pay the price. I wouldn't say that it's expensive or cheap, but if you want something, you got to pay the price. That's how it works. In all aspects of life, if you want something really bad or if you want to aim something, you got to pay the price. I wouldn't say that it's cheap. I would say indeed it's costly, but you got to pay the price. And so far, it's not really. Yeah, it's actually the price. It's manageable. You can do it. You just save a couple of bucks. And speaking about the unexpected ones, and here in Ireland, the surprises and culture shock moments. It happens. It actually happened way back when I started working, when I had my mentor. The communication style and the humor, it can be different. I don't know. I couldn't explain it. It's like, for me, the way I see it, it's like there's a poem line. They're like, I don't even know the sample. I got an Irish friend, but like, I don't know. It's like they're poetic, but there's some meaning behind it. Kind of way. Should I say, if you're not in the good mood, they would tell you, you look like you're not in a good form. So if it's the first time I would ever hear that from Philippines, well, I've been thinking about the form. So if you're not in the mood, they're gonna ask you, you seem to be not in a good form. But at first I didn't understand that. They're kind of read between the lines, and I'm still working on it. Although some of them, my friends taught me about it, and so far, I'd say that once again, it's not a hindrance to build relationships with the people here, and I still do love it. I still do love them. And speaking about the healthcare system, it's also different. Here, you have to be checked by the GP, and then you get the referral to the tertiary hospitals or secondary hospitals. But, in the Philippines, you can immediately be seen by a consultant right away, straight away, as long as you have money. Here, you have to undergo GP and then hospital, and you get queue there. If you need a surgery or cholecystectomy or anything, you're going to get a queue to be checked in a tertiary hospital by means of a GP referral. So it depends on you're going to be catered by the tertiary hospitals, big hospitals here, depending on on the urgency of your condition. Otherwise, you're going to be in a queue. It depends on the urgency, once again, of your current condition. And lastly, another culture shock that I've experienced, which is really common. You know, the Filipino foods, Jollibee, inihaw, fresh seafoods, fresh fish. Oh gosh, fresh vegetables, fruits from Philippines, food cravings, Filipino food cravings. Yes, I do love and miss them. Since the first day I landed in Ireland, I was looking for barbecue. You know, the inihaw and then the intestine. Even mang inasal, sisig. You can't just get them here. Halo halo, you can't just get them here. You just have to make it yourself. No, it's already cold in Ireland. But if I get to have a chance to eat halo halo, I would, because that's Filipino halo halo. But you have to make it here. It's not available all the time. Should I say it's never going to be available. That's not their type of food. So I hope I've shared something valuable today. And before you go to abroad, you got to think about this stuff. And when you go to Saudi, I would suggest, or not only in Saudi, America, or anywhere in the world, I would suggest to research about the cost of living, the weather, culture, their communication. It's all important. Things that you have to know, you need to know before you plunge yourself into that place. But whatever will be the changes that you have to undergone, everything. I believe that everything in life is negotiable. If you really want it, if you want to live in a certain place, I don't think that you will ever find any excuses not to reside, to stop you from building relationship with the people to the place where you want to reside. You want to live, you want to work. So if you ever love this episode today, you can share this to your family and friends. You can follow me in YouTube, Facebook, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, even in Amazon Music. Reinforce Me Club, I do appreciate your time and have a lovely day ahead. Thank you very much.